Well, Neal, Gerber, and Eisenberg chose to work with PRP because of the fantastic business model that PRP has. And the way that we met PRP was really interesting. Our CFO, Tom Vandermoor, was at a COO CFO conference in New York. And he was sitting at a table with a consultant from PRP and got talking to him and was very curious and interested in the way that you did business and the model that you utilize working with companies. And so we thought, well, we don't lose anything. If they're going to come in and evaluate one of our processes and tell us whether they could save money for us or not, it doesn't cost us anything up front, so we should try it. And we tried it for the first thing that we did, and it was a huge success. And then we went on from there, and we've been working with PRP, I believe, for about 4 years now. And each time it's been a tremendous success. The role that PRP plays at our organization is one of advisor and partner. I really think of PRP as our trusted advisors and an extension of who we are in areas where we might not have the expertise. And so they come in, they help evaluate for us what we have going on and what they can do to help, whether it's cost saving or just telling us what the benchmark and the market standards are and what's best in class, and really help us make decisions, strategic cost decisions and other decisions like that are in the best interest of our firm. So Neal, Gerber, and Eisenberg's PRP success story really runs the gamut, because I don't think we've had a single relationship with PRP working with us that hasn't been successful. We started off with print evaluation, and then we had them look at our ADP contract, and we went on from there. And in each instance, they were able to come back and tell us how much we were paying and how much we could pay and what the cost savings could be, and then negotiate for us with the vendor. One of the biggest projects that I worked with on PRP was our library project, and as you can imagine, we do as a law firm a ton of research, and we actually had contracts with 146 vendors. For us to get our heads around how we were going to look at each one, evaluate whether we wanted all of these, whether we could get rid of some of them, whether some of them are redundant, whether we were paying the right price or not, just seemed like such an onerous task. And PRP came in and they worked with us meticulously. The wonderful thing is that they had the industry experience. They understood what's out there, what other people are paying, what we were paying, whether there was a crossover in terms of having this one research project, a product versus another research product, and really thinking about what we need to keep, how we need to consolidate, and where we need to go back to the vendor and negotiate. And the other great thing about PRP is they let you decide what you're comfortable with in terms of how involved you are with the vendor negotiation or how uninvolved you want to be. So if you want them to run with it and be kind of the strong arm and negotiate, they'll do it. If you want them to let you get involved and be a little softer with the vendor because of the relationship, then they'll let you do it. So they really work with your culture in terms of allowing the relationship with the vendor to carry on, but also being hard in the sense that you know that you're paying more than you should be, and kind of putting it out there and saying, here's where Neal Gerber is, here's what market is, and here's what best in class is, and that's where we want to get to. So in each project that we've worked, and we continue working with PRP, they've always come back with a win for us, and I think it's a win-win all around. So at our firm, at Neal, Gerber, and Eisenberg, our experience with PRP has been different from other consulting firms. And there are several reasons for it. Like I said earlier, they come in and they really partner with us. They act as our advisor. We feel like they're working on our behalf and they want what's best for us. They understand what our strategic goals are, what our cost-saving goals are, and they push accordingly to help us get to those goals. I don't see any egos involved, and sometimes with consulting firms, they come in and they want you to know that they're the experts, that they know what's best for you, and it's either their way or no way at all. And I've never had that experience with PRP. They really care about what's your culture, what fits for you, and how they can come in and help you. And I see that as a huge difference with other consulting firms that we've worked with. The other thing that's been really great about PRP is they have real solid industry experience and expertise. So that adds to the complement of what we have in terms of expertise, and they'll come in and say to us, this is an area we can help you with. We have the depth and bench of experience that you need to be able to get you to where you want to. I've had experiences with other consulting firms where they say it when they don't really have it, and then they're just kind of struggling to figure it out and charging you huge dollars. With PRP, if they don't have experience in a certain area and the expertise that you're looking for, they will tell you that up front. So nobody's spending any money on it. And like I've said before, PRP's model is such that you don't really lose any money, because if you think you've done your best at negotiating your contracts with your vendors, if they're going to come in and save you some money, how's that a bad thing? You weren't going to have those savings anyway. Whereas with other consultants, you're paying them up front whether you get a good result or not. So I just see the whole business model. I wish more consulting firms adopted this business model because it works so well for us. PRP has saved us quite a lot of money over the last 4 years, and that's allowed us, one, to put that money towards the bottom line, but two, it's allowed us to make different decisions with regard to technology, with regard to staffing, that we wouldn't have been able to make had we not realized those savings, which we appreciate. So in terms of working with PRP on the engagement process, I think there are many elements that have worked really well for our firm. One is we have one key person. In most instances for us, it's been Bob Pearson, who I've developed a really good relationship with, and I trust him very well. And whether he is the subject matter expert or not, in many cases he's not. He has a team that works with him, that supports him and supports us, and he's always aware of where we are and what we're doing, and when there is a pain point, he jumps right in and talks it through with me and helps us move forward, which I really do appreciate. There's a real kind of high touch level with Bob, and I think other consultants as well at PRP. So I think it's a really great partnership, which works so well for us.